and welcome to the Strength and Bloom workout with me, Kirsty. Today we're working on a no repeat session. It's a metabolic muscle boost workout. This session has been specifically designed for women aged 40 plus. Maybe you're going through perimenopause, maybe you're menopausal or postmenopausal. Maybe none of that applies to you right now, but you're looking to gain some strength, some confidence, and you really want to be empowered in your workout. If any of that applies to you, you're in the right place. We're going to be working through a short warm-up, a short cool-down, and in the middle we've got the main part of the session. If you want a longer warm-up or a longer cool-down, you can find those tagged in the video, so please do take advantage of those if you need to. And I am going to be working with 2 sets of weights today. I've got my lightest set of weights, which for me is a 3 kilo set, and a medium set of weights, which for me is a 5 kilo set. But please use your light and your medium. They may be lighter or heavier than mine. That's absolutely fine. They're your weights, so please make sure you're using the right weight for you. We're going to get going with our warm-up. We're going to be doing 3 exercises in this warm-up, and they're 3 full body exercises for you to get your teeth into, get that heart rate up, and get the confidence going. So first of all, we're going to start with some stepping jacks. Stepping out to the side, bringing the arms up overhead, back in, out, and over. You can change this exercise in any way that you like, so you can make the steps bigger, you can make the steps smaller, you can bring the arms all the way up to the top, just halfway up, or you can keep the hands in if you prefer. It really just depends on how you want to modify any of the exercises, not just this one, to make them work for you in this session. Well done. So this session's going to fly by today. It's going to feel really fast. No repeat workouts always feel nice and quick. But of course you can repeat this session anytime you like. So if you really like it, then make sure you save it and you can come back to it so you can repeat it anytime you want to. Well done. Good job. Let's take a rest there. Next exercise is one of my absolute favorite warm-up exercises. We're going to start by brushing the walls of the room that you're in. Brush your fingertips against the ceiling, come back down, squat through, brush through the floor. Here we go, round to the sides and all the way up. Nice big breaths as you work through here, really inhaling the positivity and letting all the negativity go. Well done. Really working around here, pushing the bottom out. Just explore the range a little more on the squat if you can, but work to whichever depth is right for you. Good. 2, 1, excellent. Last little exercise we're going to do, we're just going to bring those arms up and swing back round. Up and swing back round. So just going to warm up through the shoulders here, through the chest and the upper back. And also as we bring those arms up and you plant your feet into the floor, you can feel your core working. If you're feeling confident here, now you can start to raise a knee. Switch over, raise the other, and just add a little balance element to this warm-up. We are doing an exercise where we work onto one foot, so it does really prepare your brain as well as your body. Good job. And take a rest. So that's our warm-up done. I'm going to get myself ready for the main part of the session. Get your weights ready. Make sure you're all set. Get yourself a drink of water. Open a window if you need to. Make sure you're dressed well, and let's get to it. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is I want you to imagine that you have a barrier or a gate or a fence or something just in the middle of your workspace here. What we're going to do is we're just going to go underneath that and come up on the other side. We're going to come under and come up. Each time really gripping into your tummy muscles, making sure your foot placement is exactly where you want it to be, pushing your bottom back as you come through. Back stays nice and straight. So under and up, under and up. Good. So you can start at any height you want to. So you can come under here and just work through your range as we go through this exercise today. And take a rest. Well done. We're going to be working to the side. We're working on one side at a time with this exercise. We're going to work onto my left side first, and then I'm going to work onto the right side. So a little bit of space onto my left side here. I'm going to come across pushing the bottom back, and as I come up into the middle, I'm going to come up onto one foot. So across and up onto one side. Across and up. Now, as you get more confident with this movement, you can take out the little toe tap onto the mat so you can come up, and then you can come out, and you can come up, and out, and up. Well done. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can continue to take a pause, tap, down, and across. It's totally up to you. Good job. And take a short rest. We're going to work to the other side. So again, just really stay really confident, stay really positive in this workout with me today. It's going to really help to empower you as we work through these sessions. Let's go on the other side. So push across and up, across and up. And I always like to start with that toe tap. Just means that my brain can really get in control of what's going on. I can really drill down into my core to make sure that my balance is there, and then add the little no tap. Good, well done. Really working on pushing that supporting foot into the floor, keeping the chest open as I come out here. 2, 1, take a rest. Well done. Good job. I'm going to grab a set of my weights. I'm going to take my medium weights here. So these are my 5 kilo weights. I'm going to bring them up to my shoulders, but they're not touching my shoulders. I'm going to sit into a squat, and then I'm going to push the weights up overhead. Okay, join in when you're ready. Sit and push. Sit and push. Now, if you don't want to squat for this exercise, you can just do an overhead press. So you can just work here if you'd prefer, or if you want to go with the whole exercise with me, we are sitting and pushing. Your squat may be here, okay? You may have a shallow squat, and that's absolutely fine. As long as that is your range that you're working to, and that feels at the edge of your range, then that's perfect. Good, one more. Take a rest, amazing work. Good job. I'm going to take some light weights now, so my 3 kilos, and I'm going to work with them in an overhand grasp. So I've got my palms facing my body and my knuckles are facing out. We're going to step back, and as we step back, we're going to bring the weights up to around about shoulder height. So step and up, step and up. So reverse lunge if you can, but if you can't, a reverse step back is going to work just as well if that's your level. And you can do something in between if you need to, okay? Totally up to you. And when we're doing 2 exercises in one, like we are here, it's really important to give both exercises time to finish. So just control those weights and take a rest. Really good. Well done. I'm going to go back to one weight, and I'm going to take my medium weight for this one, and we're going to do a standing crunch. So the weight's going to come overhead, and I'm going to bring one knee up. I'm going to crunch down, bring the weight back up, and crunch on the other side. Step and crunch, step and crunch. Now I've come up to my medium weight onto this one, but you can stay on a light weight. You can also work with no weight if you find overhead work hard. Good. So again, it really just depends on your personal level, your journey, because that's what it is. This is your workout. You have the choice. You make the adjustments you need to make. Good. Making an adjustment is never making it easier or harder even. Take a rest. It's just doing the right thing for you in that given moment. Let's take the light weights again. We're going to do a front raise to a face pull. Now this is a tricky little exercise, but you only have to do it once. So overhand grasp again, weights are by my body. I'm gonna bring the weights up, into around about the ears, out and back down. Up, in, out and down. Taking care all the time to make sure that I'm not swinging my body. So I'm not swinging to get those weights up and bringing them in. I'm really honoring the movement. In, out, down. Good. Well done. In, out, down. We've got time for one more. Take a rest. Really good. Back to the heavier weights if you're using 2 sets. And this time we're going to do some gorilla rows. So we're going to put the weights down onto the floor. We're going to pick up, we're going to sit into a squatted position. We're going to pick up the opposite weight with the opposite hand and then do the other one and put them back down again. So we're going to row, row, down, down. Join in when you're ready. If you find this really tricky because you can't get down to the floor, you can put your weights onto a raised surface and work here. Or you can also work with no weights. You don't have to use weights if you don't want to or you don't have them available to you. Still going to be efficient. You're just not loading up the muscles as much. So we're staying down all of the time, just showing you from the side here. Good. 2, 1, take a rest. Amazing work. Okay, next exercise is a body weight exercise. You can use your wall for this, you can use a raised surface, you can use the floor. I'm going to show you the variations at the top of the video. We're going to do a mountain climber. So down to the mat if you can, but otherwise you have your raised surface and your wall and you're just driving those knees in. Drive, 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 drive. If you can jog it through like this, that's great. If you can't, you can walk it through, or you can tap, 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 tap. Okay, whatever level you're on, you've got all the options. Keep it going. Keep working. Stay with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Well done. Amazing work. Okay. Let's pick up those weights again. Again, I'm going to go for the medium weights. I'm going to hold them tight in. Palms are facing, elbows are tucked in, weights are almost touching. From here, push myself into the ground. We're going to twist and push and rotate back down again. So join in when you're ready. Good. Twist and push, back down. You can do this from a seated position. You can do this from a kneeling position, but I'm working from standing today. Good. Push, rotate. Well done. If you find the rotational element tricky, fits into the shoulder too much and you don't like it, if it hurts, you can just press overhead and come back in. Let's go for one more. Take a rest. Well done. Okay, we are now onto the mat for the next few exercises. If you don't use the mat and you prefer to use your raised surface, there will be variations for you across these exercises. First thing we're going to do are shoulder taps. So into position, touch the opposite hand to the opposite shoulder and just working through here. Okay, just work through. I'm in a modified position here on my knees. You can work onto your toes as well, if you prefer. And I want you to try, if you can, to do this without making any noise with the hands, whilst keeping your midsection really, really strong and straight. It's really tricky, but you can do it. Good. Keep going. 2, 1. Well done. From our matted position, we're going to go into a bridge or a high plank and into a down facing dog with a cross touch if you want it. So again, you have variations if you need them, but into a bridge position here, we're going to come into a downward facing dog, touch the opposite toe, push back through to bridge, touch, push back through. You don't have to do the touch if you don't want to. You can just come from the bridge to the down facing dog and back into the bridge again. But if you just want that little bit of extra, then you have it here. Just make sure each time you come back into that bridge position or the high plank position that you are keeping the hips with you. You're not dropping them too much. You're not keeping them too high. Good. And take a rest. Well done. All fours position next. And we're going to work to a bird dog or a Superman in a pulse. So we're going to work one side, then the other. So all fours position, wrist, elbow, shoulder stacked up, knee and hip stacked as well. Draw out one arm, one leg, and pulse, pulse, pulse. So you're just pushing up. Push up with the heel, push up with the flat of the hand, push, push, push. Good. Now, this is a tough exercise. It takes a long time up in this pulsing position. So if you need to come back in and then go again, then you can. Good. Keep it going. Well done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. We're going to switch sides. I'm just turning around for the camera. Don't worry, you don't need to turn around if you don't want to. Okay, so get yourself ready. We're going to go again, just a few seconds. Draw out the arm and the leg. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Push, push, push. Just have a check. Make sure the wrist, elbow and shoulder are stacked. Okay, so you don't have your hand all the way out here or too far tucked in. And that the knee and the hip are nice and aligned as well. Upper body stays straight, midsection stays straight. And if you need to have a little pause, come back in for a pause, go back out, go again. You don't have to pause, but that option is always available to you if you need it. 2, 1, take a rest. Well done. Grab a set of weights. I'm going to use a medium set of weights here. You can use a lighter set if you need to. We're going to do a renegade row. Again, you have your different options, your different variations for this exercise. We're going to be rowing up to the shoulder, back down, up to the shoulder, back down. Join in when you're ready. Good. Now I know lots of you find this really tricky on the hands. It can be a little painful on the hands. We're only doing one round, so if you can just sort of soldier on through it, then that will be great. That will be nice and easy. But if you can't, then you can just bring up the weight in one hand, put the hand flat onto the mat, and bring the weight down with the other. Good. 2, 1, take a rest. Amazing work. We're going to come up to your feet now, and we're going to be using your lighter weights again. So if you already have those from that exercise, then that is great. If you need to take a little bit more transition time here, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. We're going to come out to the side and bring the knee up. Out to the side and bring the knee up. Little bend in the elbow. You can keep the arms straight if you'd like. So just working through this one. Arms are going to feel tired at this point. That's okay. Remember, you came here to build muscle today. Okay, fire up that metabolic system. This is how we're going to do it in a short amount of time. Not too stressful onto the body. Short period of time here. And just working to your level hopefully means that you are well within your comfort here. And take a rest. Well done. I'm going to pop those weights down. 2 exercises to go until we get to the cool down. You've done so well. Coming into the middle of your workspace, take your hands into fists, and we're gonna push over onto one side, cross-body punch. We're gonna come up onto the toes, back down, push, and push. I'm using a tiny little bend in the knee here, just to give myself some momentum to push over. If you don't want to do that, you can just stay up onto the feet, push and push. Or if you'd like a little bit more, you can squat down even more. Totally up to you. But I want you to really focus on that punch to give it some energy. Good. 3, 2, 1, and take a rest. Amazing work. We're here. We're at the final exercise here. You've done really well. And time really does fly. Get those weights down by the side. I'm using my light weights. We're going to sit into a squat, and we're just going to hold those weights in front before we stand back up again. Are you ready? Let's go. Sit and hold, stand. Sit and hold, stand. Good. So really push the heels into the floor here. Back stays nice and straight. Good. I'm not swinging the weights back. And the whole purpose of the hold is to take the momentum out of the exercise, which makes it really tough. It's a hard one to finish on, but you'll feel amazing knowing that you did everything that you could to get this workout done today. Let's do one more. Take a rest. Amazing, amazing work. Really, really well done. We're gonna do our cool down now. And like I said, if you want some more at the end of the session, you'll find that on the end card at the end of the session, here, right at the end screen. But before we get down to the mat, I just want you to walk around for a few seconds, take a couple of deep in-breaths through the nose and out through the mouth. Really control that breathing. Any sort of rising panic or fear, any anxiety around the movements, just let that all just drift away now. We're going to come down into your mat. Again, if you're not working onto your mat, I do have a variation here for you. We're going to sit back into the heels, walk the fingertips forwards, drop the head, stretch out the upper body, and taking that time. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Stretching those fingertips forwards, walk them forwards. Really feeling it into the shoulders here. Lovely work. From this position, you're going to come back up into all fours. Just going to drop the hips down, bring the knees back, drop the hips down. And you're just going to stretch out your back extension here. You can be up all the way here. You can come up half position into a forearm plank. Bring the head back if you'd like a little more. Good. And you can repeat through, so you can do another cobra after doing another child's pose, so you can go back in and do another child's pose and then do another cobra, stretching for as long as you want to. That is the session done. Feel free to stay in those stretches for as long as you'd like to, and then of course there is the extra cool down if you'd like to do that as well at the end. Just click on the link in the end of the video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed this session. If you like the session, then check out all the others on the YouTube channel. There are loads and loads and loads for you to get yourself into. And if you want to support the channel more directly, you can do that by joining the channel, and you can get some extra exclusive perks for doing that, such as early release videos as well. So please join me. Make sure you subscribe, comment, and ring the bell for notifications so you get notified when new sessions come out. And I very much look forward to seeing you at the next one. Take care. Bye for now.